Happy Halloween, everybody! Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here. We are off for another update to the channel. Things be happening. Hold on a minute. Hello! Stuffy. Yes, things be happening on the channel for pretty much the end of October. I'm going to be busy yet again. It always seems to happen when I'm planning on actually doing some sort of project or thing for Halloween, which is a bi-yearly thing? Dual yearly thing? I don't know how you would put that. Basically, every 2 years, I do a Halloween special on the channel. Last one was one shot, not mainly because it was creepy or anything, although you could see that in terms of mental state, because on the nature of the game, it's very emotional. In this case, I was planning on doing Shadow Man live and blind, and things did happen with that because I have the PC version on Steam, but it doesn't like controllers. And another reason why I wanted to do it live as well as blind is that all I remember is literally one spot that I remember my dad being in, which was in front of some sort of castle with a lava moat, and the beginning, because obviously I had to playtest some stuff in order to get some stuff set up for a potential live stream. Plus, I've been pretty much dead on live streaming as of late, so I thought I would rather do that, because at least then at the time, if I get stuck, people can help me out, and I thought that would be the best thing. Problem is, the PC version didn't like my controller. Remember, I used this controller mostly, my Power A Zelda Switch wired pad controller, but that didn't work very well. It didn't actually work to the point that it was registering my buttons as keyboard buttons, but not all the buttons had an assigned purpose at all, and when I tried to bind controls, it was changing the keyboard controls and not the joypad controls that were on screen. You can see why this was a bit of a headache. So after a few hours on just messing about, I eventually threw in the towel, and Meryl and Blue Hedgehog Man 17 eventually suggested just emulate the N64 version, since that was the version I grew up with that we don't have anymore. And even if I did want to play the PS1 version I do have in that cupboard over there, that's a PS1 disc, and it's not in the best condition. So, and not only that, it'll be through with the PS3 probably, and it won't be exactly the best quality. I wanted to do the PC version because I have it. It would make the most sense, but them's the breaks. So I held a poll. For you guys were able to vote on the Discord, and I did actually post the poll to the social medias, being Twitter and Facebook, and that is actually our recorded project that we're going to be doing. This gets juicy. The one that you guys voted for is, funnily enough, what I'm wearing. Toby Fox's / Radiations Earthbound / Mother 2 Halloween ROM hack. That is a mouthful. It's like a different alternate timeline where after you defeated Gygas, Ness and Co defeated Gygas, they never return to the present. So you know that after game that happens after you defeat Gygas, where you walk around the whole world? They never returned in order to do that. So this is like an offshoot of that, and some other timey-wimey stuff happens. And we've got Varric / Aris from the Brandish series. Try saying that multiple times, you'll slur. And monsters are around, also from the medieval times, because it's a dungeon crawler. I do know of Brandish, but I've never played it. But when I heard that the main character is actually called that, I was like, hang on a minute, that name sounds familiar, and that's what I think. The only things I do know about this game, because it is going to be blind, but I'm not putting that in the title because there are some things I'm aware of, being an Undertale / Deltarune fan. I obviously know on the final boss, because Megalovania plays somewhere around that point, because that's one of Toby Fox's main themes, and that plays with Sans and Undertale. That's not even a joke. You can look at Smash DLC for that. It's a spoiler that's out in the open. Second of all, I have both played and seen up to the Psychedelic Forest, but never got any further than that. So that's when it really truly gets blind. And even then, I've had a different experience in my recordings thus far. The difference being with this particular project is that I'm going to be, well, I have been recording this ahead of time. I'm already up to part 5 at this time of making this update video. The reason why I'm recording it ahead of time is because, as I've said, I'm going to be busy during the end of October, but I'll get into that in a moment, because when we actually do get to Halloween, because I have taken the advice, I am emulating, as well as still live streaming, the N64 version of Shadow Man, which, as far as I'm aware, is a comic series. Like I said, the only things that I've seen is a castle with a fiery moat, as well as the starting area for due to testing purposes. That's literally all what I really know. I do also vaguely remember seeing this item on a table after the beginning, but that is literally it. I don't know where it is or how to get there, because obviously that's when I was playing the PS1 version. My dad played the N64 version, it was a borrowed copy. This is going to be the N64 version emulated, and I've messed with the settings as well as the graphics plugin to make it as close as to 720p for the PC version, in terms of quality anyway, as possible. Of course, there's going to be model differences, there's going to be texture changes, and, well, I would say control changes, as well as the cutscene that starts at the beginning, because there is like a little intro which before the title menu appears, but in the N64/PlayStation version it just shows you a bunch of panoramic viewings of areas that you will visit in the game, and then when you press the button it goes to the thing. So I'll be clipping that in on YouTube when it gets uploaded, when I edit down the live stream, and the live streams will also have a different layout than I usually do. I haven't got my borders, everything all segmented and whatnot. It'll be quite different because it will be edited like a Let's Play, but it will be done live. So it's a little bit different for me. Again, a bit of experimentation, which I've been doing a lot this year. Just to get up to speed on what we're actually doing on the channel, we're doing a Hat in Time right now. We're both doing a modding showcase of Hats Off to You, as well as the main Let's Play focusing on the Seal the Deal, mostly the Death Wish portion, because we've already done the Arctic Cruise. Kind of fitting for Halloween, considering that it's, you know, the death wishes, even though that there's not actually much creepiness going on. It's mostly just death and pain and suffering on my part, but we're going a little bit longer on that, which is not what I was hoping for, but we're getting there. Just, you know, it just takes me a while because I'm not exactly a fan of that part of the DLC. And on Hats Off to You, which is the modding showcasing series, we've obviously got challenge roads that we need to keep covering within the time that they are allowed. If I cannot cover them, obviously I'll cover the mods that were included later on, but obviously I would have the trophy in my own time when I know it's coming up to curfew and I know I can't record it in time, because I need to do a weird setup with another PC recording this desktop in order to actually record it, because I want the best quality possible, and that's the only way I'm going to be able to do it. We've recently done the latest challenge road, being number 9. Number 10 will probably be coming out shortly after this video's gone up, coming the following week. We've also done LCL's A Hat in Crime Case 3, which is one of my favourite series of mods that have a bit of a story going on. They play like Ace Attorney. And we've also done a special showcasing mods that were made specifically for the 2nd anniversary of A Hat in Time's initial release on PC, PS4 and Xbox One. Of course, as I said, the Switch version is coming out later, but physical copies are not coming out until November 8th, but it is coming out on the eShop, where you can find it right now in a pre-order, as I've already mentioned. Not promoted, just saying it because it's one of my favourite games ever, and since it plays like Super Mario Sunshine, you might want to get it on a Nintendo console because it's in homage to those classic N64 collectathons of the day. So that means, basically, for this year, you were getting 2 Halloween special Let's Plays. I mean, one's actually got Halloween in the name, and the other one's creepy enough to work. It involves death, it involves voodoo, it involves Jack the Ripper. And as I said, it's a comic series, which is the only reason why I found that out, is because I was looking for a decent image of the main character, Shadow Man, Michael Leroy, for the thumbnail, which you've been seeing around this area. Not only that, but now we've caught up to speed on what's happening with A Hat in Time, as well as the modding showcasing series, but there is one more video that was unintended and it just sort of happened. Me, my dad, and my brother Master Aaron all went away to Alton Towers for some sort of like late birthday thing, just a day out, and we went onto all the rides like Oblivion, Wicker Man, the Smiler, Spinball, even Jewel. And the thing is that when we were there, we were in the arcade while waiting for Dad to come off of Oblivion, and we found a certain arcade machine that is Halloween related, and I'm not talking about anything like Resident Evil or House of the Dead or anything like that. It is Nintendo based. But I'm not going to spoil it. It will come out probably earlier on in that particular day. It's all edited, ready to go, and I'll probably even have it early for patrons available in the card in the corner here, so if you patrons want to see it early, there you are. It also involves a bit of 3DS footage, so maybe that's a bit of a teaser for you. And I don't mean like recording with the cameras, I mean actually like on the actual game that I compare it with. You'll see what I mean. Now, yes, this means that one of the projects, obviously, we've got going on right now, which isn't Halloween related, but is still the thing that we've got going on currently on the channel as of this moment. And then we're introducing 2 new LPs, which is going to be live and blind, and obviously I'll have to edit those at some point in order to slap them up on YouTube, but they don't take much effort because I just got to either cut, put the intro in if there is one, or put the end card in with a pan from the title screen. Simple as. The second one is obviously being recorded ahead of time, so if Shadow Man isn't uploaded at any point, you know that it's coming. The live stream will be happening sometime after probably 7 o'clock on Halloween. That's UK time, so do the conversions if possible for wherever you live. But the recorded Halloween videos will keep you going until we actually, you know, get to the Shadow Men. Now, the reason why I'm going to be busy, well, I've actually got work starting like full force on 14th of October onwards for up to 8 weeks for the current placement I've got. And not only that, but literally the weekend before Halloween, I'm at Comic-Con again! And I'm not too sure if you've actually noticed any clues when we're having update videos or showing the room of my ugly mug, but there have been clues as to the reason why I'm actually super excited for being gone for the whole weekend for this Comic-Con. As you can see, I have a box of a Power Morpher. I have Saba, the Talking Tiger Saber, and to the other side of me, I have a White Tiger helmet. That's right, folks. It is, in fact, morphin time. And if you remember from my other What's in Treasure Chest videos throughout this year, I also got a little metallic figure of the Green Ranger, which is actually the same person, because the same actor who played that guy played the exact same character as the White Ranger. And that is Jason David Frank, and he's going to be at MCM Comic Con in London this month. Now that blew my mind when I heard he was going to be there. Other Rangers have been there before. We've had the actors for Rocky, we've had the actors for Catherine, who is back there by the way, and now we've actually got the actor for Aisha, but now we have the actor for Tommy Oliver, legendary Power Ranger. I'm not saying that he's above the rest, but he's the most well known, and you know, I am a sucker for that sort of thing. I have Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. I'm excited that the White Ranger is actually going to be a costume for that game. It actually makes sense that it would be a costume because it's pretty much the same character. You wouldn't have to design a completely different moveset for him. The Dragon Dagger and Saba do similarly the same thing, although I don't know how summoning the missiles from the Dragon's Order is going to work for the moveset. Maybe that will be visually different but do something similar. Maybe he'll just like hold Saba in front of him or something instead of playing it like a flute. It's only one animation change just attached to the costume, so it shouldn't be that big of a problem. So yeah, now you know why I'm going to be busy throughout the later half of October. Now you've got 2 series coming your way. Remember that the live stream for Shadow Man will start on Halloween, sometime after 7. I can't exactly quote an exact day. Keep an eye on social media or the Discord, link in the description below, in case if any things do change or if I do need to make an announcement of when the time of live streaming will be, because I finish at 6, it's an hour travel to get home, and I'll probably want a dinner before I even start streaming, so that'll be a thing. But I'll make sure that on that very night, on Halloween, the Night of Terrors, we will actually be playing Shadow Man. So with that, guys, regardless after the live stream or not, you will have that bonus video from the arcades. You will also have the Toby Fox Halloween ROM hack of Earthbound coming out on that day. This is a Halloween extravaganza, and considering that we did One Shot, which is probably one of the more personal games for me after the triple that we went through, which was mostly blind as well. Seems to be a lot of things that we're doing blind as well on Halloween. That's all I really have to announce for the pretty much upcoming of October. Of course, we still got the Death Wishes on a Hat in Time to do. We got the Challenge Roads for Hats Off to You, the modding showcase of Hats of a Hat in Time. So even with all that out of the way, we've got a lot of stuff going, and we still got the traditional stuff going as well. So you know I am busy and I'm providing for you guys. So I hope to see you on the stream. I hope that you help me out. I hope you won't leave me hanging, and I'll see you guys on Halloween or on any other videos that we do on the channel as well. Like I said, links in the descriptions for Discord and everything else are in below, and I'll see you guys next time.